All right, how y'all doing? Welcome to Interviews on Demand by Code31. We have a special guest. You see my background? You see that?
Yes, I see it.
All my guests go special. So welcome to Interviews on Demand by Code31. Today we have a special guest. Introduce yourself, Mark.
Hello out there. My name is Mark Bethea, president owner of the Women's National DLeague. How y'all doing out there?
Hey. So just give them a little synopsis because I probably have a new crowd that doesn't really know about what you do and your company. So just give them a little synopsis of how you started the DLeague.
I started the League, say back in 2015. I started when I was working with the Westchester Knicks. I was able to work with Allen Houston and create the development league for the New York Knicks. And according to doing that, it gave me the inspiration to actually create the Women's National. In the process of doing that, I was able to be able to put something together so that these ladies can have something that they'll be able to use. So that's really it. That's what I really do.
What made you have the passion to say, you know, I feel like I can create a need for women's basketball and create this DLeague, you know, so women can have a place to, you know, that can't necessarily get in the WNBA, but they could be developed in your league. What made you have that passion to build your own, so to speak?
Well, I always had the passion for women's basketball. I always did. And I always felt that they should have the same opportunities that some of the young men that was looking to get into the NBA should have. So
Right.
when building the Women's National D League, my main goal was to give ladies options to play here in the U.S. You know, there's options for them to go overseas. That's the only option they get. I mean, without the WNBA, what else would they play overseas?
Right.
And that was something that we felt that we should change because the NBA stopped sending their players and their prospects overseas. So if they did that for a reason, then the ladies should have the same thing. I mean, I don't understand. Why should they go overseas when they can play here in the States and be able to stay home, generate revenue, and build their careers here? I don't see the difference. I don't see the difference.
Right.
So once I realized that, then I said I will change it, and that's what I've been working and doing for the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm. And what pros and cons have you ran into with developing your league?
I got more
cons
than pros. A lot of things. In the beginning, too many people really didn't want to deal with me. I don't know why. You know, I was explaining to them, you know, what I was doing, you know, how I was trying to set it up, you know. So me trying to talk to people and, you know, get people involved with what we was doing and how we was trying to set it up. Most people didn't really want to be bothered with me. You know, most people were, you know, they'll tap me on the back, oh, good work, short, and that's it. You know, when I was telling people that I was working with the NBA and the Westchester Knicks, no one really believed me. No one believed me. You know, only the ones that knew me, worked there, knowing what I was doing, understood that. But once I realized that no one was actually going to actually aid me or help me or provide me, I said, then you know what? I'm going to do it on my own. And I just never looked back. I never looked back.
I mean, but what, like, well, I know that fueled you from people not believing in you, but what finally who did you contact? Was it Allen Houston that gave you that leverage to finally make this come to life, or was it someone else?
Yeah, well, no, actually it was Allen. It was Allen. Allen, I respect Allen Houston because of the fact that he believed in what I wanted to do. When no one else believed in me, he did. And he told me, you have to do it on your own. I'll be able to help you on my end. But as far as the, you know, laying the groundwork and getting out there, you know, the meet and the greet and explaining, you're going to have to do that on your own. But any moral support that you need, Mark, I got you. And I love Allen Houston for that because no one else was willing to do that for me. You know, no one else was willing to tap me on the back and says, I see your vision. Go do it, brother. But him. So that's when I did it.
Beautiful. And shout out to Allen Houston. I would love to interview him one day. I actually just finished interviewing Kenny Anderson. I don't know if you saw the interview I put up, but that was like amazing to me because, you know, growing up in Queens and having a Queens legend, you know what I mean? And I just reached out to him and asked him for an interview. He said he watched what I was doing, he loved it and wanted to be on my platform. So I'm just building. It's like you say, people don't want to believe in you until the hard work is already done, and then they want to act like they support you. No, I need you when I'm building the bricks to the house.
Exactly.
I'm
exactly.
cooking. I need you to help get the ingredients and help me cook it. Not wait till the dinner is already done and it's time to eat. Now you want to come on board. I don't need you now. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm doing with Code 31 Media. You know,
and continue doing it. Continue doing it. I mean, no one knows your passion, your desire better than you. You continue to do it.
But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's hard when you're reaching out to people. They don't see your visions and how you trying to put it together, putting the pieces together, and it's fun. But I've been receiving a lot of love. Don't get me wrong, but there's those people that they still don't see where I'm trying to go with it, and I don't want them to get on board. Done, you know what I mean? Hard work is done. So how do you handle?
Well, what I do is I handpick. You know, when people send me resumes or they send me applications or I get, you know, requests from schools and stuff like that, you know, about interns and things like that, I handpick. I sit down with my team and we go through each resume, whether we're going to pay them or whether they're going to be volunteers. We sit down and we either nay or hey for each one. So the reason why I do that is because I want other people to feel that they're part of it. You understand? Yeah. And this is something that it's not an individual thing. It is a unit, and we work as a unit. So each unit is able to prosper in what they're doing. So when we look for people or we bring in people, I look for everyone that's going to be able to benefit from us as well as we benefit from them. If they're coming in and they're just looking for what they can get,
then they got to go. Hit the door. So how are you dealing with the D-League now during this pandemic?
Well, right now I speak with my coaches. I have weekly meetings with my coaches and some of my staff, and you know I got other teams in different states, so I'm always either on the phone or either on Zoom having a meeting or coordinating what is the next step, what is the next process of how we doing it. You know, being that we have the virus thing that's running around. I mean, my thing is to make sure that everybody's protected and everybody is well. That's number one.
Yes.
Number two, I always stay in contact with the people that's working with me because I need to know what they're doing as far as our recruitment, as far as some of the players that's playing, as far as setting it up so when the pandemic do pass, we will be easier to execute our plan moving forward. You understand?
Right.
So now this is just planning stages and building stages and setting things up so when that day do open, they can say, okay, now social distance is over, we can sit back and we can enjoy it. Now, take it to the stage. It's on.
Now, how much of an impact does your league have with building with the WNBA?
Oh, we've been in talks with the WNBA. I had a lot of talks with a couple of executives and things of that nature. And what we've been talking about lately is the affiliation. You know, how can we set up an affiliation? Can the Women's National D-League be your bank pool when you're looking for new players, when you're looking for fresh legs? You understand? That is the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal. I mean, even with the WNBA and, you know, them not playing right now at the time, I was still willing to say, you know, we can create that affiliation. When our season start, and if this thing passed by then, we want to be able to invite some WNBA execs to the games. We want to invite some of the WNBA players to the game, just as well as we want to invite former WNBA players to the game, because not only do I have a few WNBA players, but there's one woman WNBA player that's cool with me, that's close to me, and always been my road dog, and that's Michelle Reed. You understand? So I definitely, of course, we all from Queens. We all from Queens. We all from Queens. So I definitely wanted to have Michelle on board, but I wanted to wait till everything passed because Michelle helped me out in a lot of ways too, you know, and I want to be able to give her back the things that she helped me with. and help her do what she like to do too. Because hey, no one knows basketball than a former WNBA player.
Yes.
I mean, and WNBA player. And Michelle Reed has the passion to help it grow. You know,
Yes.
and that's one person I definitely, besides out of Houston, that I definitely shout out. If you hear this, Michelle.
Yes, she'll see it. Like, shout out to Michelle. I play, you know, I coach as well. So I
know.
Opportunity to coach in her tournament, and I got coach of the tournament in that tournament. So me and Michelle go back. Like, she went to August Martin. I went to Hillcrest for rivals, but like I told her, you know, rest in peace to Coach Asher. I really admired their program.
Yes.
Like, they were the dream team before the dream team and all this. You know what I mean?
Yes, they were.
They stuff like that. So, like, if I can help you in any way, please let me know. Because I don't know if you remember the 20-year anniversary shirts for the Liberty. I don't know if you remember black shirts with the time that I made those shirts.
Yes.
I made those shirts because I actually reached out to the Liberty like, yo, I would really like to be a part of your merch team. And they kind of ignored me. So I was like, well, let me just make my own shirt and see. And like the fans loved it. And the best part about it is we were at the Garden and they had their shirts on and they walking by the bookstore. And somebody in the bookstore was like, yo, we want that shirt. And the people that bought it from me was like, oh, you can't get these in there. You know what I'm saying? So Brooklyn, I still want to do merch for them. I would do merch for your league. I just want to be, help out if I can in any way to help people build. I love to build with other people.
Yes.
But it's like with me, when they hear my visions, my dreams and aspirations, they're like, oh my God, that's awesome. And then the awesomeness turns into jealousy and animosity. Then they start to feel, oh, you think you all that, and then they try to sabotage what I'm trying to build. And I don't know where that comes from. Do you deal with that, being that you're trying to build your foundation?
Yeah, I deal with that a lot. I look at it as envy, jealous. You know, my whole thing with it is that, you know, I tell people all the time, you know, I'm here to help someone. I'm not here to take from anyone. You know, if you with me, then you with me. If you with me, then I'll ride with you every step of the way. But once you show me that I see those little horns popping out your head, that little eye contact or that little shin that you show me, I stay away. I move away. It's like allergy outbreak. I just move. You understand? Because that kind of energy is what I'm not looking for. You understand? And from me being me and, you know, meeting people and having people, you know, sit in my face and tap dance, well, think they tap dancing for me. But at the same time, when I see that, it makes me say, you know what? I need to move forward. You know, I can't help what anybody else feel. This is not only my dream. I have a dream to help others. You know, and it's not an individual thing. No, I can't be here, live here, have something here, and it's not benefiting other people. You know, when I see people come to me and they tell me about, you know, they want to play and they want to do this and they want to do that, I consider that an opportunity to change somebody's life.
Yes.
You understand?
You have to put the work in. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to hand you anything. You have to earn it.
Yes, you do.
This new generation,
yes, you do.
This new generation feels like we owe them something. We don't owe you anything. You have to earn it just like we had to earn it.
You know, many people ask me all the time, you know, why you start your company, why you start your business. Hey, why are you going out and traveling to all these different states and you're trying to create all these different teams? It's not going to work. The more they tell me it's not going to work, the more energy I go out to make it work.
It encourages you and more.
Exactly.
Them wrong.
Exactly, because because you know one thing I learned about this, I learned when you have something that's inside you, there's only one place that it could come out. That is in your mind, your thoughts, and your vision.
Right.
You understand? And when you put those three things together, there's nothing that can stop you. No one, nobody, no wall, no car, nothing stop you from chasing your dream. That's your dream, and the only one gonna make it happen is you. So I tell myself all the time, is it worth it? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Because once you complete what you started, it just feels so much better. People told me I couldn't do this media thing. People try to sabotage me. And I just, you know what I mean? I just put my faith in God and I said, Dawn, it's Coach D, you know what it is. It's Code 31. They can't stop you. My company name is officially doesn't exist with my basketball number 31. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing, and that's why I'm reaching out to certain people. I tell people all the time, I don't have to interview people. These are people I'm reaching out to because I want to interview them. People think, oh, because I interview Ice-T and KRS-One, oh, she only deals with celebrities and stuff. No, everybody's special. Everybody has a story to tell. So that's why I'm reaching out to you, because I feel like you're one of the special people that you have a story to tell, and you building your own league, and hopefully the WNBA will get their mind right and build with you. And like I said, so are you reaching out to different colleges and stuff to certain kids to help with your
What we do is I have a team, and I have a young man. His name is Jordan, and basically Jordan's job is he sets up all our interns. He contacts schools, set up our interns, and we look for the kids that participating in the sports management, and just trying to get their MBA in sports. So what we do is, it's kind of difficult for you have thousands of kids that's in these colleges and in these universities that's taking these programs, and everybody's looking to get into the NBA or the WNBA.
Yes.
And as I tell them, we are trying to give you an experience. If you can't get to the WNBA, if you can't work with them, you will learn how to work with a sports league and a sports team. The goal is for everything that you learned for these 4 years in college, we want you to put that to activation. You understand?
Yes.
So the more you do, the more better it becomes, because the fact is, like I tell everyone, especially on my staff, if I have students or volunteers that show me that they're about their business, once that season is over, they will be getting hired. You understand? I will hire them personally.
Yeah.
You understand? Because of the fact that I want them to feel that I appreciate what they do.
Yes.
I know the struggle. I've been part of the struggle, and I appreciate what they do. So everything that they do to help benefit the league, it's my duty as a man and as a business owner to make sure that my employee or whoever's working with me or for me is well taken care of. That's just
right.
It.
And being that you said you work with the Westchester Knicks with the NBA, what experience did you take from working with the men that you can now bring to the women's side?
Oh, well, I learned one thing. I love basketball. I love basketball. The difference between, it's just my opinion. I don't want nobody to come attack me later on. It's just my opinion. The difference between men basketball and women basketball is women play fundamental basketball. The men's do the little highlights, the little slams, and the little dunk, and that's cool because I like that too. I even know a few ladies that can do the same thing. But it's different when you see a woman out there and she's bringing that ball up. She's controlling that ball. She controls that floor. Wherever that ball is, she controls that floor. So when she's bringing that ball up, she's just doing basic fundamental, whether she's crossing over or anything. With men don't do too much of that. It's just too much of showboat,
Yeah.
And what I learned most important about it is that men, they showboats. I mean, they showboats. Women are more conservatives, I can say. You understand? They're not more aggressive to, like, that's not them. You understand? They're more like a silent but deadly. Once you step on the court and you trying to guard her, that's when she lights you up. That's when she lights you up. She's not going to argue with you. She's not going to, understand? She's not going to antagonate you or anything. But once you step on that court, she's going to do her thing. Man,
that's
I leave them to them.
Brother, he would say, you don't say anything. Let them talk trash. And
Exactly.
Always, I let them talk trash.
Exactly.
you want to talk? All right, now it's time to get busy.
Exactly.
I played in a tournament. I think it was at Riverbank State Park in the Bronx.
Okay.
And so I went to Mercy College, so we wasn't well known back then, Division II school. So Gay Hempfield comes in there from the University of Texas. You know, big time All-American.
All-American.
Saying like who they went to. So I say, I go to Mercy College. She's like, "What's a Mercy College?" That's all I needed.
That's it.
I started. So I did what I did.
No question.
2 years later, you know what she said? Mercy College, right?
No, she remembered that.
You should never judge somebody by the schools they go to, because I'm going to be honest, my dream school was the University of Tennessee Lady Vols. Today is Coach Summer's birthday. Rest in peace to her. I had went to their basketball camp in 1986 and I fell in love with them. But me thinking I was so nice, I did not apply myself like I should have in school with my grades and my books. This is what I convey to my kids when I am coaching, that you are student athlete first. So instead of me going D1, I went D2. So I don't want I don't like when people have their nose in the air like, oh, you didn't go D1, because they are very talented kids on every level, D1, D2, D3, JUCO, AAIA or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So just, I tell people all the time, don't judge a book by its cover or what school they went to, because there are talented people on every level. You know what I'm saying?
I also personally, I also get that same question. Sometimes I have like coaches contacting me, and they first thing they say is, "Oh, you're looking for D1." No, I don't care what school they play for or what school they went to. I look for what they bring to the court. You understand? Yeah. I know that there's some D2, D3 basketball players that will demolish Division I players off the muscle. Much better.
Definitely.
Much better. Definitely. But see, that's a reason why we want. That's one of the reasons why we wanted to start the Women's National League, because those ladies also need an opportunity. Because if you just looking for Division I, there's hundreds of thousands of ladies that's just left out there. Yeah. And I look at that as
those players that went D1, it was politics, or they knew somebody, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always politics. That's one thing that even when I discuss with the WNBA, my question to them is, I don't have a problem with the WNBA. I love the WNBA, but I do have a problem when politics get involved with progress.
Yes.
You understand? I don't care if she plays for that team, and everybody has a time when it's over.
Yeah,
it's just life. Everybody has a time when it's over.
Yeah,
and when you just rotating the ladies from team to team, knowing that it's over.
Yeah,
it's over. Generate new legs. Generate fresh legs. Start snatching some of the ladies that's just graduating. You understand? That was the purpose for the Development League, because of the fact that you had guys that was able to play on certain levels in the D-League, but just didn't get drafted or had the opportunity to get drafted. So they was playing for contracts. So I set up the Women's National D-League for the same option. I wanted it to be to where if the WNBA sees a lady that's playing for me in New York and likes her, I want them to say, okay, she's from New York, she lives in New York, why not play for her?
Yes.
What you gonna do? You gonna shoot overseas and bring somebody back and say, oh, she's nice. Then you realize 2 years later they're gone and it's over.
Yes.
So I look at the different options, and my options is I'd rather work with something that I know is going to be beneficial in the long run, not just for today.
Yes.
You understand? Not just for today.
That is great. So before we go, I need two things from you. I need you to say your name and say, it's Code31, and also let them know where they can reach you on social media if they want to build with their league.
Okay, first thing first is Code31, Mr. B, Mark Bethea, the Women's National D-League. If you're interested in contacting me, you can contact me on social media. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on linkage. I'm free. I'm accessible. You can touch me. You can see me. I'm out there for the people. And my whole thing is hopefully hopefully in November, y'all get an opportunity to see what we're trying to bring to the table and what we will bring to the table. It's the Women's National D-League, and it's going to be the best ladies that you see.
All right, so it's the Women's National D-League on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter?
And Twitter.
Okay.
And Twitter.
And what about Snapchat? You on Snapchat?
My wife is really on Snapchat. That's her thing. I'm scared of that because every time I look at it, it just makes me look crazy.
And, you know, I hope to build with you in the future as well. If you need me to come in and do media or whatever you need, or clothing, whatever, promotion, I'm with you. You know what I mean? This is why I'm doing these Zoom interviews now, so that when the pandemic is over, we can actually build in person. I'm already having my rapport with everybody that I want to build.
Hey, Dawn, I definitely appreciate it. And yes, yes. I'm the kind of person that I feel that when anyone shows me support and show me love, because at one time I wasn't getting none of this, you know? Okay. So I look at it as appreciation. I look at people seeing what I do and appreciating what I do. And when it comes to things like that, I try to share and give that back. So Dawn, you already know, Code 31, anytime, any place, anywhere, you're my girl.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Before you go, I gotta get a quick picture with you on here, on the Zoom. So hold on, let's get it. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, one more time. All right, thank you so much, Mark.
Hey, it's no problem.
Like I told you, if you know of anybody else that would like to be interviewed on Interviews on Demand by Code 31, just send them my way, especially Allen Houston, because he's a good guy.
Yes, he is. Yes, he will.
And
I
just
set that up.
So whoever else you got, bring them on.
I will.